Hi, this is Dying to Live with Diesel, and I'm Bruce May. You may recognize me from some of my other shows on Preview 21, and the reason I'm here today is to introduce Diesel and his new show, Dying to Live with Diesel. So welcome to the Channel 21 preview. It's actually Preview 21. Welcome to the lineup. It's good to have you. I'm excited about your show. It's going to be a great show. And I want to start by, since you've given me this opportunity to interview a little bit, introduce you to the audience, I wanted to begin by talking about your book, Dying to Live, which is the story of your life.
Yeah.
And could you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, the most interesting thing about Dying to Live, Bruce, I believe, is it gives hope to people who feel like they have no hope. And that's the message we want to get across in this show, too. I feel like there's people all around the country watching TV today who feel lifeless, who feel like they have no direction, who feel like they have no hope. And so I believe with this book and this TV show, we can at least point people to the right people to maybe come in and feel a sense of need in their lives again.
So you're going to be interviewing all kinds of people.
That's correct.
About all kinds of issues, and I assume you're going to be dealing with a lot of people who faced a lot of challenges.
Yeah. For me, 40 years ago today, as a matter of fact, my father took me to a surgeon, cancer surgeon, who told me that I was probably not going to make it through this surgery. I had cancer and I was dying at 14 years old. And so to go from that to addiction, to homelessness, to prison, to all these things that, would kill any other person. It nearly killed me, by the way. But it's just the story of hope that I had to learn that now I can just show others, hopefully, without, them having to go through these things.
Right. Well, I've read your book, and it's one of the most fascinating books I've ever read. It's really well written. You collaborated with the author. His name's John Kaminsky, and you can find this on Amazon, anywhere.
Amazon and Walmart.
Just Dying to Live.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story. Just type that in, it'll pop up. So you were a police officer.
I was.
Which is amazing. You've been every end of the spectrum from the top to bottom. So you've experienced a lot of life. Yeah. And a lot of it was very hard. I was really moved by your story and where it led you to, and that's an integral part of your story. You live your life in a very religious, spiritual way, and it's very meaningful, right? Yeah.
I felt like I had to, Bruce. I felt like that I had tried everything else in the world, and when your back's against the wall and you're in that concrete cell, there's nowhere else to turn. Right. I mean, he was my only choice, Jesus I'm talking about. Right. And when I made that choice, things started happening for me, and it was the miraculous started happening.
Right. So. We were talking before the show started a little bit about this, and I got to know you recently and very moved by your entire story. You've been out of prison for over 10 years. Right? So, and you became a new man over 10 years ago. Yeah. And you changed your life.
Yes.
But you really don't live for yourself.
I try not to. I try not to. I try to remember the drug addict that I was and try to remember all those things.
Right, right. Well, that's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to see all the people and all the stories you're going to be sharing on this show. There's lots of interview shows on television, but this is going to be a special one. And I can't wait to hear about it. You're going to be interviewing some people here today on your show, so tell us a little bit about that.
The reason I wanted to start out with Compassion United and Luke Regis is because I've been here for 3 years now. And I've seen miraculous things happen. I've watched this ministry over and over do just things that you can't believe. Right. They feed people, they clothe people, they give people, a chance at life once they've been torn all the way down and they feel like they have no hope. That's why hope is part of this show.
Oh, yeah, well, that's great. Yeah, hope is great. And you've got a musical guest too.
I do.
Who's that? Oh.
Gregory Anderson.
Yeah, that's it. Gregory Anderson.
Sorry.
Sorry about that, Greg. We can edit that out, I'm sure.
We can edit it out.
You want to do that over?
Yeah, we'll do it over.
Just take a take two on that part. Let's do that.
All right. And you have a musical guest today too.
I do.
Gregory
Anderson. Yeah, he'll be on today.
Okay, so you're going to be interviewing him a little bit, and then he's going to play some music.
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't want to take up all your time. This is your show, not mine. Thank you again for letting me come on and just share a little bit about your life. It's hard to talk about yourself as the host, so that's really what I'm doing here, is just introducing you, the audience, to this amazing man And trust me, as his show goes on, you're going to see just how amazing he is. Highly recommend you read his book, Dying to Live. It's an eye opener. It really is. This man has gone through more pain and turmoil than almost anybody I've met, and he's out here full of life, full of love, living his life to the most. He's a fantastic role model for all of us. Thank you, Diesel.
Thank you, Bruce.
And good luck for your show.
Thanks.
And right after the break, we'll be back, and I'm turning it over to you. Thanks for being with us.
Welcome back to Dying to Live with Diesel. I just wanted to get things started off with my good friend Luke Reedus today. Luke Reedus is, as far as Conroe, Texas goes, does some amazing things here. And the reason I wanted to start with him is because I love his story of the first time that he began in ministry, and that was with just how many dollars was it, Luke?
$27.54.
And you did what with it?
Well, we went to Walmart and we bought 2 3-pound bags of frozen tater tots, 5 dozen eggs, and 200 flour tortillas, and we made 200 breakfast tacos.
Wow. Now, who is we? Who you?
My wife and I and our 3 sons.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it started out as a family thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In fact, we were pretty adamant when we started that we were not starting a ministry.
Yeah. So what is it, and you help me explain it for the people at home, of course. What is it about people who get something that they want to do for God's sake,
Yeah.
and they feel like they need to run to a church and serve there, but really what is it all about for you?
Well, I mean, honestly, that's what we tried first.
Okay.
We had been attending a church, and we really wanted to do more. We felt like we were called to do more in our community, and we had served the poor and the homeless previously in San Antonio when we were there, and so we wanted to find a way to get involved with that church. Mm-hmm. Now, the church that we were attending at the time, they weren't doing anything with great frequency. There was maybe twice a year there was a real big outreach, and we didn't really feel like that was going to be transformative in people's lives. And so we wanted to do something with more frequency than that. Additionally, what we saw in the landscape of compassion ministry at the time, it was very evangelical, which being an evangelist, you can appreciate, but like
Yeah.
the approach that we saw was, we felt like the focus was off. There was a 45-minute hellfire and brimstone message, and then somebody would get a half a cup of rice with 2 tablespoons of chili on top of it, and that's great. I'm glad that they were doing something. Sure. We just really felt like we were called to do something a little bit differently. Sure. And so for us, the desire was, we saw this horrible injustice that was taking place in the world. And that horrible injustice was that there were people who believed that God did not find them lovable. Mm. And we wanted to change that story in their life.
And you took an approach to do that. And today what we see is Compassion United, right?
Right.
That's what started, that's where it started, and then where it is today. Tell us a little bit about what's going on today with it.
So today, we are just trying to keep up. Oh my gosh. No, the transition from then to now has been overwhelming. We didn't really, as I said earlier, we didn't expect or even plan on starting a ministry. But since that time, there's just been this family of programs that have developed under this umbrella of Compassion United that range from going to where people are, the outreach side of things, providing relief where we can, mm-hmm. and then my favorite part is the empowerment component, mm-hmm. where we help people transition. And so the next phase of that for us is, one of the challenges that we've had is we have 5 different facilities throughout the community, and trying to do what we do, operating in all these different locations, it's been expensive. First and foremost, we spend about $62,000 a year on rent alone. But it's also just hard to have this sense of cohesion. Mm-hmm. And so we have been praying for a while about this concept of locating all that we do onto one location. Mm-hmm. So we began building our infrastructure. We brought in a consultant to help us with strategic planning and things like that. And as we were working on all of that, I had a conversation with one of our city councilmen. And I kind of shared with him the back of the napkin sort of plan and for this campus. And the city of Conroe wanted to get involved with that. And so where we are right now is that the city of Conroe has conveyed to us 5 acres of land to see this happen. And we really feel like in honor of this beautiful city that we get to be a part of, and in honor of its amazing history, that we are supposed to call this endeavor Miracle City, which is a nickname for Conroe as well. So.
Wow. That's exciting, Luke. I don't know about you, but that's exciting for me because aren't we all, I mean, for the average person at home right now who, let's say they just want to change in life or a difference, make a difference in their life. They could come to a ministry like yours and get involved in several different locations,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So one could be helping feed the homeless. One could be helping with people who are recovering from alcohol and drug addictions. What's another one? Is there other?
So we have transitional home for men. We have one for women. We have ministry to children in an at-risk community. We have both a children's component of that and a youth component of that. We have a food pantry that, as of this year, for 2019, we've served about 230,000 pounds of food to 8,200 people in the community.
Say that again. 200 and what?
230,000 pounds of food.
Wow. Here in Conroe, Texas?
Yeah, East County. That's just on the east side. So
that boggles my mind.
and even through the work here, the breakfast that we serve here and the breakfast in the park, we will have served 42,000 hot meals by the end of this year.
And that's on Saturdays, right?
That's 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Yeah, we have breakfast here at the Conroe House of Prayer, and then Saturday at Lewis Park here in Conroe, Texas.
So someone out there sitting right now just wanted to come and check you out. They could come to this location, 115 West Davis Street, Conroe, Texas, at 7:30 on any weekday morning.
Yep.
Come in and check out the church service. Come in and check out feeding the homeless, feeding the hungry. And there used to be a time where you had a clothes closet, but I think that's transitioning out now.
Right.
So they could see what you're all about here, right?
Absolutely. In addition to that, our empowerment program, I mean, we are expanding that. We have a need for mentors. We have a need for people to help with different program development aspects. For example, we're working on a program right now for people who are going through our transition homes that is going to teach them how to be better employees. A lot of people that we come across are very skilled in a particular skill, but they've never been taught the skills to work well with others, to how to keep a job. And so we're working on various things like that we would love. People, maybe you've been a retired executive, or you've worked in business your whole life, and there's things that you have that are a treasure of knowledge to people like us who are trying to make people's lives better.
This is so amazing that you're my first guest. I can't thank you enough. But I want to tag on to the back of that. I want to just tag on to what you just said. Because for me personally, I know that you just take the drugs and alcohol out of me, there's still a messed up person living on the inside.
Yeah.
And so to be able to take that person who is now empty of themselves and fill them back up full of spiritual, good behavior, good moralistic thinking, and to renew your mind around who you are now is so important. Is that not what you would say?
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
Otherwise, you're just going to put that other nasty stuff back in there.
Oh, wow. So I want to thank Luke Reedus so much for being my first guest. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our musical guest.
Okay.
My name is Greg Anderson. I stay at the Freedom House, care of Compassion United, and I'm going to play some songs for you today. This first one is called Seasons. It's about someone else. So the song is being sung about me. It's about letting people down and realizing that you've done that and the toll it takes on the other people. So. Where were you when I needed you most? You were out chasing fools, looking for gold. heartache abounded. If there was trouble, you know I found it. And I would give up all the rest of my seasons. You know all the reasons you turned away. I hope where you've landed you find you are saddened for breaking the promise you made to me. Oh, to me. And time may heal, but my wounds are open. Seems all my doors, they are closing. And I know you won't say you're sorry, but please for me, at least say you're worried. And I would give up all the rest of my seasons to know all the reasons you turned away. I hope where you landed you find you are saddened for breaking the promise you made to me. Oh, to me. And take what I've given, it might help along the way. Just a piece of my soul to keep all your demons at bay. And take what I've given, it might help along the way. Just a piece of my soul to keep all your demons at bay. And I would give up all the rest of my seasons, you know all the reasons you turned away. I hope where you've landed you find you are saddened for breaking the promise you made to me. Oh, to me. Thank you. All those mistakes were intentional. Sorry, I'm trying to get over a cold. All right. So this next song is called Mr. Benjamin. And it's about a time in my life where I gave up on music altogether. I had decided I was never going to play guitar again. I didn't want to write any more songs. I had given up hope. And as it happens sometimes with people who don't believe, suddenly you do believe. And this is an example, the song is an example of that, because it was almost as though God reached down and made me write the song. Because it's about trying to encourage someone to do what they do. So, here we go. Mr. Benjamin, won't you sing us a song? Don't have to be pretty, and it don't have to be long. We just want to hear some words and maybe a verse to help us make it through the day. And I know that you don't feel much like playing. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, this is terrible. Why? All right. Can I have a do-over?
The beauty does not mean a lot.
That sounds in tune, doesn't it?
You again?
No, it doesn't. Then why does it sound out there? You hear that? Am I just imagining it? I don't think that I am. Okay, good.
It sounds like a D.
Shake it off. All right. Cameras, man.
Yeah, I just stopped the camera a little bit. That way the next time we can skip it.
It's in the exact same place. Got to kick it harder.
All right.
No problem, Dad. Thank you. Okey-dokey. We're still rolling, sir. You may begin when you're ready.
Mr. Benjamin, won't you sing us a song? It don't have to be pretty, and it don't have to be long. We just wanna hear some words and maybe a verse. Help us make it through the day. And I know that you don't feel much like playing, but I understand every word you're saying. And I know there's no hope for the wicked, Mr. Benjamin. Oh, Mr. Benjamin, sing us a song. Mr. Benjamin, I know you've seen pain. The road you're walking has its sunshine and its rain. But I'll be with you with every step you take. And I'll be listening for every song you make. And I know that you don't feel much like playing, but I understand every word you're saying. And I know there's no hope for the wicked, Mr. Benjamin. Oh, Mr. Benjamin, sing us a song. Mr. Benjamin, thank you for your song. It was beautiful and it wasn't too long. Just wanna let you know that your words and your verses help us make it through the day. Yeah. And how about night? Do you still feel not like playing? And I'm still listening for every song you're making. And maybe now there will be hope for the wicked, Mr. Benjamin. Oh, Mr. Benjamin, sing us a song. All right. So, this song is called Daisy. It's about, it's good, it's important to strive and to have ambition and to move forward and to always seek a better place and to improve. But I also think that it's important to sort of recognize when you have a good thing, you know, and that's what this song is about. waste your life chasing roses, but you'll only come away with thorns. But as for me, I like daisies, the way they shimmer in the breeze and are a pleasure to hold. Every time that I touch your rose, my fingers come away all bloodied and torn. I think it's finally time that I took a daisy home. Took a daisy home. You're on the right path, your motives are wrong, yeah. I only know because I'm singing the same song. I know that you get along less, so what are you waiting for? Is your opportunity, baby, and baby, there is the door. If you can waste your life chasing roses, but you'll only come away with thorns. And as for me, I like daisies, the way they shimmer in the breeze and are a pleasure to hold. And every time that I touch your rose, my fingers come away all bloody and torn. I think it's finally time that I took a daisy home. Took a daisy home. You can waste your life chasing roses, but you'll only come away with thorns. And as for me, I like daisies, the way they shimmer in the breeze and are a pleasure to hold. Thank you.
See, I told you there'll be CDs out soon of this guy. I'm telling you right now. That was exciting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you did today. Hey, guys, thank you all for coming. I'm telling you, it's real good to see you all here. Hopefully next time we'll do this again, right? Coming back, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and you at home, let's not forget about you. Thank you so much for joining in today. I can't wait to see you on the next show, Dying to Live with Diesel. See y'all.